mother, okay? Hella low. But you guys have to understand that I have been dealing with this stuff for years. For years, okay? Not for a month, not for a year or two, for years, since I was pregnant with Robin, you know. And that's fine. You know what I mean? That's fine. I chose what I chose for my life. You know, nobody chose anything for me. And I'm a grown woman, and I can admit my wrongs, and I did a lot of things wrong. One of the main things was trying to stay with somebody who didn't respect me and didn't love me and didn't have my back. You know, that's my fault. It's nobody's fault but my own. So that's fine. I will continue to fight for, you know, the justice for my kids, and because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, is my kids at this point. Letting this man get me, or I was depending on him for something, but I'm literally not depending on him for anything. So the fact that I still am giving him time, or I'm still giving this situation time, I already said I just want a divorce. I just want my divorce. I don't care about none of the lies he's telling on me. I don't care about none of that. I don't care. You guys want receipts of the lies that he's telling? Let him dig up receipts of these lies that he's telling you, and y'all run with that. Y'all have fun with the receipt party. Y'all do whatever you want to do. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I know what's real. I know what I've been through. I know what I've done. I know what I didn't do. I know my accomplishments. And letting somebody like him mess with anything that I have going on, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen anymore. So I'm not upset about anything. I understand your point. This is very childish, but I'm not upset at anything. You said that you guys are just upset. I'm not upset about anything. I don't care. I was very upset when I still had feelings, when I still loved him, when I still wanted to be with him. I was upset. Girl, it's over. You poked the bear and now he's talking. It doesn't matter. I don't care. If that's another thing, like, don't you think if I cared about him talking and spreading his lies, I wouldn't have poked the bear, right? I would have kissed his ass and not said anything. I don't care if he talks. He can talk and talk and talk and say whatever he wants to say about me. That is, oh shoot, you can see my butt in the mirror. He can say whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants. Talk is cheap. Exactly. Talk is cheap. And I don't care if he wants to take away my accomplishments and say anything he wants to say about my education and what I've done and what I haven't done. Okay, so I'm not even going to get into all that. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It's just so sad how low he'll stoop to try to bring down the only person that is taking care of his children. His children. So that's fine. Oh my gosh. He talked about my weight. It's okay. That's okay. He can talk about my weight. He can talk about anything he wants to talk about. He can talk about my weight. He can talk about my hair. He can talk about anything he wants to talk about. That's totally fine. The truth remains that he doesn't take care of his kids financially. I do. And that's all I've ever wanted this whole time. Even when I was in Texas, I didn't want to fuck with him anymore. I just wanted him to pay for his kids. That's it. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. You want to pull receipts? We can pull receipts of videos that I'm on live talking about. Just give me money for the kids. Just give me money for the kids. That's all I want is just money for the kids. You don't have to see me. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to be married to me. You don't have to have anything to do with me. I just want money for my children. You know, I want to be able to feel comfortable and know that he does care about them. He does value them because he does his part. You know, he does his part. The same shit that I do, he does. The same sacrifices I make, he makes. Why he feels like he should get the benefits and not do the work is beyond me. You know what I mean? Like, I have to wake up every day and do what I gotta do for my kids, day in and day out. But he can live in La La Land with this woman, and they can go on trips and pay for this and pay for that. And I don't care what they do. I don't care. That's their money. That's their business. But your priority should always come first. And the kids are our priority. It's not just, oh, you know, I need to be happy, so I'm just going to leave my kids because my happiness comes first. No, when you become a parent, all your happiness, your feelings, your struggles, everything is back seat. Everything goes to the back seat and your kids come to the front seat. And you do everything for your kids first. You know? Everything. Everything. So, like I said, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. I just want justice for my kids. I want my kids to have their money. I want, that's it. That's it. I'm very happy in my relationship. Nobody's going to take that away from me. I'm not going to listen to anybody because this man is such a good man. And I haven't felt this type of love in so long. And he's mad. Like, he's mad about that. It's so obvious. Like, he wasn't doing none of this before Lorenzo was in the picture. And we've been going through the same exact thing. I've been not allowing him to talk to the kids. And you know what? Another reason I don't let him talk to his kids, because he says crazy things when he gets on the phone with my kids. Like, he confuses them. He doesn't speak like a grown-up adult would speak to their kids. He speaks to them like, oh, what is your dumbass mom doing now? Or what is your dumbass... Like, he's very rude, and he tries to belittle me and talk down to me in front of the kids. And he's always done this type of stuff. And then he confuses them with, oh, are you guys ready to come back to Texas? Like, he tries to get them in our business and our legal business. It's like everything. So that's another reason why I was just like, you need to, you know, this man doesn't even know what's going on in school because he doesn't ask about school. He doesn't get on the phone and say, oh, hey guys, what's going on with school? Robin, what are you learning? Robin, what is this? Robin, what is that? You know, when I was in court and, you know, his fucking lawyer pulled all my baby's information, which is such a so disrespectful. I understand that's their job, but it's so disrespectful because she brought it up in court that my baby, Robin, was having problems in school. And I always included their father in everything that was going on with them when I was in Texas because I wanted him to help. You know, I wanted him to help. Like, I don't need to keep his kids away from him. I don't need to dangle his kids in his face. Like, I'm not that type of mother. I grew up without my father because my father chose not to be there because my father put his needs above mine. So I didn't ever want that life for my kids. Ever. But when I was in Texas, I would tell Jerrod, she's struggling with math. You know, I understand that you are, whatever, you got this going on and that going on. But, you know, they go to your house. You, just like I can sit her down and I can go over lessons with her, so can you. You can go over lessons with her. You can buy her books from the store, math books, reading books. You can read to her. You can do all of these things. So when the judge heard that she was behind, or she was having trouble or whatever, the judge asked him point blank period, Jerrod, did you know about this? He said, yes, Olivia told me. So why didn't you help her? Oh, well, Judge, I just didn't. Because you don't give a fuck. You don't care. All of this is about control. All of this is, how can I control Olivia next? What can I do to control Olivia? That's what all of this is about. And if you guys don't see that, that's totally fine. It's not for you to see. You can like, this is my leg. That's totally fine. I don't need yes men, and I don't need people to back up what I already know is true. Okay? I care about my kids. I've always put my kids first, even if I was in a relationship, which I'm in a relationship right now, but my kids come first. I'm in great communication with my kids. Hold on.
Christian around is still the cup.
So what was I saying? Yes, my kids always come first. I always stay in good communication with them. You know, when Brandon was around, you know, his and I relationship was separate from him and the kids and us and the kids. Hold on. Around if you don't want him around. Like my kids' happiness is my number one priority. So even, and I only bring that up to give you guys, you know, to tell you guys that. Like, I just want to tell you guys, like, I'm not like having men over here and it's like a all men party and it's like, you know, forget the kids and no. So when Lorenzo started coming around, I stayed in communication with my kids. It was the same thing. And, you know, if my kids ever came to me and was like, Mommy, I don't want Lorenzo here, it would suck because I love him and I want to be with him. But my kids' happiness comes first. And I would cut it off. I'd be like, look, you can't be around. They don't feel comfortable for whatever reason. They don't feel comfortable. And once again, that's not the case. You know, he's a good person. He's good with me. He's great with the kids. He's who I need him to be. So, like I said, I'm very happy in my situation. And that's why all of this has transpired the way that it has, because Olivia's happy. Olivia has moved on. Olivia got his name on my neck. Olivia is done with Jerrod. And Jerrod doesn't know how to take that. Because Jerrod is so used to Olivia being hurt, being sad, wanting him, begging him, crying for him. I don't, and me being with Lorenzo, that didn't make me being done with Jerrod. I've been done with him. But I'm actually moving on with somebody else, and that's what he cannot take. Okay? So you guys can think that this is just him fighting for his kids and his kids and his kids. You guys, when I was in Texas, this man didn't fight for his kids. Okay? It's just, it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. I would have to beg him to come get his kids, to spend time with his kids. I do that. That he was not interested. He was not interested. So, yeah, I know that, Veronica. I know that, but that doesn't have to do that case of that